So I'm waving all you guys out there tonight. So I'm just showing this what the setup we did. I'll show you guys we got that cool thing we have here. There's our chip mode. And there's our little microscope you see here with the battery hook up here. Our rears are still here in the dark. Rock and rolling out here. 12:27 even on this clock is around 12:21 in the even. So we got this here on a sharp screen. You guys seen this a while back. Usually was over this area here a while back. You guys seen. So just want to show you it's pretty late, dark at night. So this is our surface thing. Here's our solid component. And this is how we show you how this thing works. We got guys watching this on the live internet right now on YouTube. So we were doing all these chips tonight. Let me give us a zoom. These are the components here. We were desoldering that stuff here tonight. And that's what the board we're doing that today. That is that chip we're looking at and other chips here. This is our magnifying scope. You guys seen it? It comes with this type of thing. I'll show you in a second. Before we get over there in a second. I think we had the original box here. I had this a while back for a long time. So this is the box it comes in. I bought it back several years ago. And I took it off here tonight with this. Wish we had something that makes sense. It's not all that great, so that's why I had to attach it. And that's what it has. And it comes in a box like this size. And it's got this miniature CD with it. But most I didn't have to install nothing. It works on tablets. It'll work on Windows 10 only, but it does work on a Windows 11. That's what it does. And that's what she looks like. And it does all that. See, it does PVC. Let me show you. It does PVC. It does little things like that. But that's what we're mostly doing. PVC boards like that. It works to Android tablets and notebooks. I just don't trust this thing. Wish we could make something better. But they do sell some different ones. If we could build a good tripod for this thing, that'd be awesome. But it does work good. It's better than anything with the magnifying glass, but the magnifying glass thing we still have to do. But this is our solder iron we got today. It plugs in the back of the board, and we got 3 plugs running to this thing right now down on the floor. So it does have no fans in this one. It does not. Very small chip. There's our hot iron gun there. And we were just trying out this tonight. Those gives a little demonstration what this heat gun sounds like. And I'm going to turn it on in a second. Watch what we do. You turn on the switch here. It sets at 420 Celsius. And just make sure it sets. Set means it changes over to solder. You're going to go over there. This switch turns it on. Let's grab this thing. You can hear it. And that's what, do not put this on your phone. So that is the thing. Has its fan. And the way you gotta adjust this thing, I'll show you guys how to do it. Let's put that back here. This has a magnet when it turns off. This is where you adjust the airflow. We had it in the middle. That's the air gun. It can go higher. And that's what it does. Do not put this near your phone. You're okay. It comes with the other nozzles. It comes with 2 more nozzles, and this tip actually will work. We'll put it back here. So we put it back here. It'll shut off for a minute. We're going to turn our heat gun back to middle between 4 and 5. And SLP means it's in sleep mode. And we're going to shut this baby off here. Then we're going to show us a little thing how we do something. It's hard to hold this with one hand. I'm going to set over to the solder gun. It's at 350 Celsius. And we got this here. Beautiful tip here, you guys see it? I actually got this ready to go. Let's do something really cool with it. It is very heating up very quick. And we'll put it in here. Earlier today we had did this. We had to dip in that sauce there over there, and then we had to retip it with the solder iron to do. So she's okay. Let's give it a little tip in a second. I'll show you in a second. I'll put a little piece of solder down here so you guys see how fast this thing burns. I'm not kidding. It burns really quite fast. We'll show this in a second. Give you guys a good glimpse of it. I'm going to turn this down so you guys can see it. Watch how we can do this thing we can do. Watch how burn this thing is going to burn fast. It's very light as a pencil. So watch how we do it. Trying to get a zoom so it's going to burn fast as a air iron. Love it's on right now. It does burn fast, so I gotta get a good glimpse of this thing. There it goes. You guys can see how fast it burns? Yeah, she does. And we got it, guys. Yep, it just dropped the ball. And it does burn, because that's what we did. We'll just dip into some of that stuff there tonight. Yeah, we got it stuck. That's awesome. Then what you do with this, float around, and we're going to tip it in there. You got to do this a number of times like this, and repeat the process 2 or 3 times. So we put it in there. We got a nice tip off. So she got the tip. There we go. We got the tip ready to go. And we'll have to do that later. But we had that piece of solder that fell down here. And yeah, we got it, guys. We got it pretty good. We grabbed it. It's going to melt in a second. Give it a few seconds to melt. It just dropped. That happens, but let's do this again. Dip it in here. So I gotta show you how to do that, but it does really good. You guys saw it on the screen today. We'll dip in some more of this stuff. This is the second time. Then retip it. We caught it. Man, I caught it with one hand. That's pretty good. And we'll do it again. We'll do it later. So I just guys give you a good glimpse. Dipping that stuff. Wish I had more of this stuff, guys. But if you want to send me some T900 solder iron tips, that's what these are. They will use the ones from Walmart to get for like $9. It'll work for the solder iron. It is a beautiful solder iron. So we got a good tip on that one. So we'll have to do it several times to do it right until we get it good. She's got a good tip. It's not rusted. You can do it on this thing here. But that is pretty good. So we will have to put it back in the pin. And you put gold stuff in this too, guys. You can put gold stuff in there. We're pretty good. And we're going to shut this baby off for a few minutes. And that's what I'm saying, guys. We had a beautiful setup. I'll probably retip this later before we get out of here tonight. I want you guys to go find one of these microscopes. Maybe you guys get a nice one. It hooks up by USB. And we got this hooked up by a USB cord on the TV screen we're watching here. And I'll show you our live stream we're looking at tonight on YouTube. Our guys in here tonight are watching us here. You guys can see it here. So we're actually talking in the studio. So that is the wireless microphone on the laptop up here. You guys can see. So we're actually on that OBS studio out here tonight. So we're doing the recording tonight. So the iron thing we did. So if anybody wants to see this review of this solder iron, let us know. It's the solder iron working station 8586. For all you people on Temu, give you a review on it. It's a 10 out of stars if you take some time. But do not burn the boards with this thing. You can still remove little SD connectors like this, what happened today. You guys saw that. And I'm going to close this out in a second and go back to the big screen. It did that one on the top, so that's what happened, but you can actually do it with a piece, with the other one we did with a heat gun to remove that, no problem. And you can still do it either way. You can still do it this way, do easily, but you have to turn your tune down there before. I wish they made this for Fahrenheit, but if you guys want to give me some information about Celsius to Fahrenheit, here in the United States we're used to Fahrenheit, but it's okay. This is a nice soldering gun. You guys heard it shut off, so she's working properly. And if you guys want to send, if anybody at Temu wants to send me more solder iron stuff from China or here in the United States, let me know. Get a hold of one of our guys out there, and he's a part called United Delta X-ray. The United Delta X-ray. Well, he's part of. We do CB radios. We're in a CB radio club. We do CB radio repair stuff, our own stuff. We're part of United Delta X-ray. This guy's name is UDX390, called 390 Wagmaster. He is called 390 Wagmaster on YouTube. If you want to email him, send him some stuff to him, send some stuff to me. Email him udxcbradio@yahoo.com. udxcbradio@yahoo.com. If you want to send him one of these solder irons, let us know. Please send him one of these for free to Wagmaster on YouTube. His name is Mike. He's out of Salt Lake City, Utah. And if you want to send some stuff to me, you can send it through him. He'll send it to me. So make sure you check this out, guys. This is the solder iron working station 8586. Check it out on Temu. I got this for like $31. It came to 36, between 35 I think it was. Free shipping. Is a beautiful tip. I wish I got more stuff with solder tips and a little more of these. And I'll be able to learn how to do it, but it is a beautiful machine. But for the price, it's well worth it. And it is well worth it for this machine. It's not that big, it's not that heavy. And it takes a few minutes to screw the things in. And it comes with a cool instruction booklet. We'll bring it here in a second. I'll show you the instruction booklet before we get out of here. So people, this is the solder iron manual 8586. We're going to show this on the World Wide Web today. And it also comes with these little things. So we got these things, the hot air gun things. That's a big one, and the one we got on that little small one. That's all we have. So there's also other models of the 858A and the 858D. The 858D is a different one. So that's what it says. If you guys want to pause this on video to see this, you guys are gonna love the solder iron tips. And I brought them out here tonight. I think we have one of these solder tips we got from Wally World. They actually will work for this. I'll show you guys where you get them at Wally World. If you do find these solder iron tips at Wally World, they do work. They will work for this one. So it's actually the range temperature. These will work with that solder iron I have here. It is the 800 series. So I'll show you what it is. It is actually what it is. So check these out when you go to Wally World. Get this set. It'll work with the 800 series. It's the same tips, the same size. You guys saw it on video, on the shortcut video today. I'll show you what one of them look like. It is the same size for the solder irons, so they do fit them. They fit other solder irons too, but they'll fit on that one too. I haven't tried them out to use them. In case that tip gets burned out, we got backup tips just in case. I wish I had all of those other solder iron tips. What comes with this in the booklet. I wish someone could send me some more. So this is the magazine, the instruction booklet of the solder iron working station. The 8586, I think it's called. That's right. So we're looking at here. You guys want to pause this to look at it, to learn about it. So take a look at that. Then this is the specification sheet. I had an instruction book. I had printed out one of these a few days ago, and I wrote down the Fahrenheit temperature for each one. I wish we could turn this into Fahrenheit. So this is actually what it is. Specifications. This is the one we're looking at here, the 8586 one. So that is actually what it is. The other one's a different one on the top. So you can pause that here on page 3, and you guys can take a look at that later. So that's what it is. Let's give a good glimpse on the screen so you guys can see it. So you guys can pause it right there. Okay, let's move it off to the next page. This is all about what it talks about here. We're going to show you in a second here. It talks about all about the models here. The one we got is up here, the 8586 model. I'm trying to see it. Yeah, it's right over there in a second. These are other models you guys are looking at. So if you want to pause this to read this, you can go ahead and do that anytime you want. So make sure to do that. Then the next page, on page 5, is the one I have down there. And let me give this a little bit back, because so you'll see the 8586 stuff it does. So I'll let you guys look at it. And I think this is the end. Oh, here we go. We got more book coming up here. There's actually more stuff here. And I have the way. Talks about the heat sting. So if you want to pause that, you can take a look at that. Then I'll show you a little bit more of the specification sheet. What this thing actually has. This is something that pops up in the bonus type manual. And they didn't show this one on the internet. So look at the hot air thing. The hot air thing. Look at these little nozzles they have here. They have a lot of them. Wish I have every one of them that works for different models. So there it is. It'll work for all those working stations of the models you saw here today on this instruction manual. And you guys can take a look at that on page 7. So yeah, look at that. These are the soldering tips we need to get. We have a few of them right now. And I'll show you the soldering tips. You guys can pause this in the video to take a look at this. So we have some of these tips here. This is the 900 M series soldering tips. That's what they are. Look at all these ones you could put on that soldering iron type system. It is pretty cool. You could pause this video, look on page 6 to look at it. So you guys will like that. So I wish I had all these soldering tips. We have some of these are working, but you guys saw that today. So that was pretty cool. The instruction manual of all the other models they have. And they talk about this warning thing. Be careful, it has like quartz in it. So it's the hot air desoldering table for the soldering station for SME work and all that. Pretty cool. So you guys can have a copy of the manual online to read it on the internet, on video land, on YouTube land. You guys are good. So we're having this all set up tonight, doing a little practice thing for the YouTube guys out there. Our UDX members are watching it live on the live stream. So we're using this cell phone video so you guys can see it. And this little micro thing you can get on Temu for the price. This one's one of my first ones I got. I used to get it work on my tablet a long time ago and one of my phones. And it became very useful tonight. After almost 8 years, I haven't seen it for a while. I haven't seen this thing since Utah. So it looks pretty good. So it's pretty good, guys. And this is our soldering iron station. Did all the stuff in the world. So you guys have a good night. Not on the live stream. We're talking about on cell phone video here. Offline videos. So you'll see this video later. This is our solder plus we're using. I'll show you what it is. So that's what we're using tonight. You guys see that? Pretty cool. So I'll catch you guys later on the offline cell phone video. But our live streams continue for about a few minutes. We'll be getting off the live stream soon. So this is the offline video. We're going to show you all the soldering iron stuff. Everything's cool to the tips. This thing is like a pencil when you grab it. It is a beautiful soldering iron. And you can take this thing apart. It does have the gold stuff that goes in it. So it's pretty good. And she's light as a feather. So it's a beautiful soldering iron thing. So you guys can see the tips. So you guys get a good glimpse. That's what we're using today on the live stream. And you guys can see all that. So I'm talking about UTX 362 over East Tennessee, getting on down on the soldering iron tonight on the cell phone video, on the little offline video, and we got a live stream going on YouTube right now. You guys can take a look at that on this live stream, what we did today of the soldering iron. The working station you'll see, and you can replay this video of how I did it. Maybe you guys can learn some skills from it. And we'll be getting out of here soon on this offline video. I'll catch you guys later. UTX 362 of Knoxville, Tennessee. The 8586 soldering iron working station. We're showing the instruction manual we showed you. And we show you what the setup looks like. If you guys want to buy one of these on Temu, make sure you go look it up. Or you can go to AliExpress to find one. Get one of these for a beginner. Start out. You'll actually like it. And I have other soldering irons beside this one. Catch you later. And I'll see you guys soon. Bring out more videos soon.